In the following session with Mary, we demonstrate the tearless trauma technique and the movie technique. You'll notice that I'm tapping on her points this time with permission that we've confirmed with her in advance. Actually, EFT works just as well whether you're tapping on your own points or whether you're tapping on the client's points for them. However, there are some regulations and licensing boards that prohibit practitioners from tapping on their clients. So you'll want to just, confirm what's appropriate in your particular situation. There is one small reference in this session to stuttering, and we discovered in a different session that Mary's had a stuttering issue since she was a child. So when she starts stuttering, it looks like the language isn't landing, but we've already confirmed with her that that's not the case. Once again, you'll see some expansion in my language and some more references to Mary's overall theme. In regard to the language, if you're going to try branching out a little bit and expanding your language, just remember that we're trying to target the disruption. You want to work with one aspect at a time, and you want to make sure you're using language that the client has given you. I've asked you to go through your list and pick the least intense event with your dad.
Okay.
And so, did you tell me you've picked number 56?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you guessing the intensity? Don't go through that event right now.
Okay.
But what would the intensity be, do you think? Just take a guess.
Right, like a 5.
Like a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to guess a 5. We guessed a 5 yesterday, I think, on both of those other
Right.
points.
And then...
Right.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm going to try today is tearless trauma.
Okay.
And with you, I'm not convinced it's going to be actually tearless.
Right.
Because where I cry at 10 or 12, you cry at 6.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Which is probably a good thing.
Hmm.
So the goal of tearless trauma is to stay detached from it.
Okay.
We're trying to sort of stay on the outskirts of it so that we don't jump into the intensity.
Okay.
Often when we choose a movie title, the other two movie titles that I had you come up with were actually describing the big fat main crescendo, right? So when we use that,
Right.
like milk humiliation,
Yes.
and making lunch,
Yes.
I mean, that was taking you straight into
Right.
the meat
Right.
of,
Yes.
of the event.
Yes.
So with this one, I'd like for you to give me a couple of words and we'll do a movie title, but I'm not going to use that in the language.
Okay.
Because I don't want to jump into the meat
Okay.
of it right now.
Okay.
So what would the title be?
Dad said I couldn't sing.
As in, you're not capable?
Yeah. Like I
Okay.
didn't sound good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mhm.
So let's try to get some distance from that.
Okay.
Because that sounds pretty direct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What number did you say that was on your list?
56.
56. So if I refer to event number 56, do you know what that means?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And then if you were to think of actually telling me, like don't do it,
Okay.
but to go through it and tell me the story, take a guess, how intense do you think you'd get? Telling the story would be different than just how do I feel
Oh,
about
okay.
the event.
Like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, so that might be a little higher than what we thought
Right.
with the other measurement.
Okay.
Okay, so tearless trauma. I'm gonna tap on you today if that's all right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think maybe
Absolutely.
in another session
Yeah. Okay.
we'll each tap on
I'll
ourselves.
self-tap. Okay.
Okay, so even though I have this number 56 movie,
Even though I have this number 56 movie,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
This number 56 movie.
This number 56 movie.
This movie.
This movie.
Number 56.
Number 56.
This movie.
This movie.
Number 56.
Number 56.
The 6 or 7 that comes with it.
The 6 or 7 that comes with it.
Number 56.
Number 56.
This movie.
This movie.
Okay. Now, take a guess. I don't want you to don't dip any toes in there yet.
Okay.
But take a guess. If you were to tell the story, how intense do you think?
Like a 4.
A 4, so it came down a little bit.
Yes, it did.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we haven't cried yet.
No.
Okay. I think we're on the
I
right
didn't even
track.
tear up.
Okay.
I think it's a miracle.
Even though...
I do. I do.
Okay, so even though
Even though
I still have
some
of this number 56 movie.
number 56 movie.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Yeah, and you aren't stuttering at all today either. This number 56 movie.
This number 56 movie.
This number 56 movie.
This number 56
It's
movie.
number 56 on my list.
It's number 56 on my list.
It's a movie I might have to tell.
It's a movie I might have to tell.
This number 56 movie.
Number 56 movie.
Number 56.
Number 56.
This remaining 56.
This remaining 56.
This remaining 56.
This remaining 56.
Okay, so take a guess. Don't dip any toes in, but take a guess. How intense would you be about telling that story?
Like a 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you know?
Like here.
It's here? It's a 2
Like
or 3?
it
Is there
gets-
anything other than that?
No.
I'm actually interested to see if today you feel it anywhere other than here.
Okay.
Because it seems like yesterday it was tears and it was here and it was head and that was it. So I'm wondering if at some point you register something in another part of your body. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, this sort of tightened up a little bit and then it released. So.
Yeah. Okay. So did you say 2 or 3?
Yes.
Then? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit more just because we know how things go.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Even though
Even though
I still have a 2 or 3
I still have a 2 or 3
on this 56 movie,
on this 56 movie,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Okay. This 2 or 3
This 2 or 3
on this number 56.
on this number 56.
This remaining 2 or 3.
This remaining 2 or 3.
Movie 56.
Movie 56.
This remaining 2 or 3.
Remaining 2 or 3.
I might have to tell that story.
Might have to tell that story.
Number 56.
Number 56.
This remaining 2 or 3.
This remaining 2 or 3.
Okay. So take a guess. Don't dip any toes in.
Like a 1.
You're a 1. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So normally we would move forward.
Okay.
I mean, we probably would have moved forward at the 2 or the 3.
Okay.
Now we're at a 1. I'm tempted to just do one more round.
Sure.
Just because I know it's a daddy issue.
Right. and I am a crier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's potentially bigger than the ones we did yesterday.
Right.
Okay. Even though I still have a 1.
Even though I still have a 1.
About this number 56 movie.
About this number 56 movie.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Okay, this remaining 1.
This remaining 1.
This remaining 1.
Remaining
I
1.
might have to tell that story.
Might have to tell that story.
This remaining 1.
This remaining 1.
Movie 56.
Movie 56.
Movie 56.
Movie 56.
Whatever's left on movie 56.
Whatever's left on movie 56.
This remaining 1.
This remaining 1.
Okay. I'll take a guess now.
It's almost gone. It's like a half.
Okay.
Because I can feel it like leaving as you're tapping on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So.
And I want to yawn.
Yeah, and when you're welcome to yawn.
Yeah, I do want to yawn. So.
Yeah. Well. There you go.
Yeah.
That was kind of a half a sigh.
Yeah.
Half a yawn. We'll take it.
Yeah.
At this point in the process, yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you guessed that you'd be a 1, or less than a 1,
Right.
whatever you said, that kind of means that you're thinking you could just sort of dance through the story.
Right.
I'm not sure that's going to be true. I'm
Okay.
a little suspicious. So
Okay.
why don't you spend a few seconds with it?
Okay.
Dip just enough toes in there so that you start feeling something.
Okay.
And let me know. Just overall movie. Don't go through frame by
Okay.
frame yet. Just
Okay.
overall.
Okay.
And what are we
like
calling it? Dad said I couldn't sing.
Yeah.
Right.
It feels like a 3.
It feels like a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So after Tell the Story, I usually like to do the movie technique. Or sorry, after Tearless Trauma, I usually like to do the movie technique.
Okay.
And we haven't done that yet.
Okay.
So it's going to be similar to Tell the Story, which means you're going to go through the event in your mind rather than aloud.
Okay.
You're going to go through the event chronologically, frame by frame, and you're going to stop when you feel intensity.
Okay.
Now, yesterday I had to stop you as you get to telling the story.
Right.
Right. And
Right.
so I had to stop you.
Right.
And so this time I won't have access to the information.
Okay.
We're going to try to keep it private.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So before we do that, how long is the event? I didn't ask you that.
It's just time. It's really short.
And how many crescendos are you expecting?
1.
Just 1.
Maybe 2, but 1 big one.
Okay.
Tiny and then big.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say quick, is that 30 seconds? Is it a minute?
Maybe not even that long. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
would you be comfortable then do you think you're still at a 3? About sort of going into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're going to start at a neutral point.
Okay.
Again, and close your eyes if you like.
Okay.
Whatever's most comfortable. And then just go through chronologically.
Okay.
And pay extra attention to stopping when you get intense, because I'm not going to.
Okay.
You're going to.
So I don't say anything. I just
No,
go
open
through
your
it.
eyes and say, okay, I'm intense. And then I'll ask you some questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a. Yeah.
Okay. Are you in the crescendo yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's just a really short little scenario.
Okay. Even though I have this crescendo.
Even though I have this in crescendo.
In this movie. Called Dad Said I Couldn't Sing.
Dad Said I Couldn't Sing.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
This crescendo.
This crescendo.
This crescendo.
This crescendo.
What intensity did you say that was?
Like a 3.
A 3. Okay, this 3.
This 3.
This 3.
A 3.
In this movie.
In this movie.
We got to the crescendo.
We got into the crescendo.
And it's a 3.
And it's a 3.
Okay. So go back to whatever spot you had gotten to.
Okay.
And see if it's a 3 still.
It's a 2.
It's a 2?
Yes.
Is there something in particular about what you're seeing or whatever the experience is that's triggering the 2?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me like a word?
Well, it's Dad speaking.
So it's what he said?
Yes.
Okay.
What he said.
Okay.
What he said.
And you said it's still a 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though I'm still a 2.
Even though I'm still a 2.
On what he said.
On what he said.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I'm still a 2.
I'm still a 2.
On what he said.
On what he said.
What he said.
What he said.
That's still a 2.
That's still a 2.
What he said.
What he said.
That's still a 2.
Still a 2.
What he said.
What he said.
What he said.
What he said.
Okay. Can you go back into that?
Yeah.
And see if what he said still generates anything?
A 1.
But a 1.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Is it the same thing about what he said that's bothering you at a 1 and it's just less, or is it something new?
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Is
Yeah.
there like a look in his eye, or is there a tone?
It's
upsetting you?
It's more the actual words.
The words
that he said.
Okay. Was there one word in his sentence that got you in particular?
No, I think it was just all of it, like the
Okay.
whole thing. Yeah.
Okay. Even though
What he said
in that movie still bothers me.
Still bothers me.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Okay, what he said
Still
bothers me.
Still bothers
I'm
me.
Still a 1.
Still a 1.
What he said.
What he said.
What he said.
What he said.
Those words that he said.
Those words he said.
Those words bother me.
Those words bother me.
Still a 1.
Still a 1.
Okay. So why don't you go back and revisit that again?
Okay. It's still there, but it's tiny.
Okay. So
Like
you're
a half.
feeling it in your jaw.
Just a slight tighten up. And when I first went through it, my jaw and kind of went like
Okay.
that. Yeah. So.
All right. So is there some kind of like a feeling or something you said to yourself or something like that that's going on for you? Like when he said those words,
when it happened.
What did you say to yourself? Would it be similar to some of the stuff we discovered?
Yeah,
yesterday?
like I'm not good enough.
Right.
I think it's not good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of suspecting that what's left here, this 1, is
Okay.
still connected to the theme.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I still want to clean up more
Okay.
of this event. Now, did you have something?
No.
Okay, well, I thought you had a comment. Sorry. Okay, so we've done Tearless Trauma.
Okay.
We've basically done movie technique.
Okay.
I'd like for you to start at the beginning with the movie technique, go
Okay.
through it in your mind beginning to end,
Okay.
and see if there's anything left over
Okay.
other than that 1 we just talked about.
Okay. There's a little bit at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's before he said something.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me a word to describe what that is?
His look.
His look.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though he had a look.
Even though he had a look.
In movie 56.
In movie 56.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept
Did
myself.
we say how intense that was?
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh, let's see. How intense is the look? Here, wait. Here, let me.
Okay.
Yeah, let me go back here. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. It's like a 2, and again, it's like a. Thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
Even though I have a 2.
Even though I have a 2.
About that look.
About that look.
In movie 56.
In movie 56.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Okay. That look.
That look.
It's still a 2.
Still a 2.
That look.
That look.
That look.
That look.
That look on his face.
The look on his face.
It's still a 2 for me.
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 That look.
That look.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Take a look at that look.
Okay. And see how it looks.
Yeah, see how it looks.
Okay.
See how it feels.
Yeah. It's like a 1.
It's like a 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a 1.
Let's do one more round on that just to see
Okay.
if we can get any further.
Okay.
Was it, so about the look, was it eyes? Was it like a facial expression? Did it have anything to do with something he was wearing or where he was standing?
Well, at first, he's actually sitting, and at first he was like looking down, and I could just tell that he was like in that mood to be mean, right? Before it even came out of his mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so.
And it's a 1.
Yeah.
Even though you just described it a little better.
Oh, okay. Here, let me actually, let's see. Now it's like a 2.
Okay.
It's a 2. Yeah.
Okay.
A little more.
Even though I have a 2.
Even though I have a 2.
About that look he gave me.
About that look he gave me.
From the chair.
From the chair.
In movie number 56.
In movie number 56.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Okay. He was sitting in the chair.
He was sitting in the chair.
And he gave me a look.
Gave me a look.
He gave me a look.
Gave me a look.
That look.
That look.
That look on his face.
Look on his face.
That look on his face.
Look on his face.
Still a 2 for me.
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 Okay.
Okay. So, let's see. It's barely.
Okay.
It's less than a 1.
Okay.
The whole thing is less than a 1.
Okay, so start at the beginning and go beginning to end and see if we can find any other pieces.
Okay. Okay. So there's a little bit, because at first he was looking down and I could tell he was in the mood, and then he did actually look at me. So there's him looking down and then him looking at me and then saying it.
Okay.
So the looking at me has a little bit, as opposed to just his demeanor.
So the looking down.
Right, demeanor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but the looking at you.
Yeah, there's a little bit looking at me.
Okay.
Him looking at me.
Okay. Even though there's a little intensity left.
Even though there's a little intensity left.
On him looking at me.
On him looking at me.
In movie 56.
In movie 56.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
He looked at me.
He looked at me.
He gave me a look.
Gave me a look.
That look.
That look.
That look on his face.
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 That look.
That look.
That look.
That look.
That look.
That look.
Okay.
Okay. So I go through again?
Yeah. Okay. Well, go to the look.
Okay. Oh,
see
right.
See how the look is for you.
Okay. Let's see. Little bit. Okay. Yeah. That was more tongue that time.
Has he looked at you like that more than once?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's maybe similar to your mom and her tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, I was thinking it's sort of the same sort of vibe.
Right. Okay, so I mean, I think if we get those down below a 1, you know, we're doing pretty good until we knock out some of these other events.
Yeah.
I like to run through tell the story, just because it seems that saying it out loud tends to bring up intensity that may not have been there when you're just in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to use it as a test, but we're going to apply it as though we're doing tell the story from the beginning.
Okay.
So start at the neutral point.
Okay.
And start telling me the story, and let me know when you get intense.
Okay.
Okay.
So my dad was sitting in his chair, and he was looking down, and he looked like he was not in a good mood, and like he might start yelling, which was his thing. And I came into the living room, and he looked up at me, and...
Are you intense? I'm recognizing some
a
of the
little
words
bit.
here.
A little bit.
Just still the one?
Yeah, I mean, it's not very big.
The theme-related one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not very big.
Okay.
He looked up at me, and he said, "You can't sing."
Uh-huh.
And I'd been
Had you said something to him, or did you just walk in the
No,
room?
I had been in my room singing.
Oh, and he had heard
like,
you.
You can't sing.
So you just walked into the living room, and he said...
Boom.
Yeah.
And that was his thing.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that was his MO.
So he just decided he needed to insult you. Right.
Yeah.
Are you intense about that?
Not like yesterday.
Okay.
Much smaller.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about him yesterday.
But yes, a little bit. Yes. Oh, yeah.
The theme
like
related?
3.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You're a 3 on which part exactly?
Him saying that I can't sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though he said I can't sing.
Even though he said I can't sing.
And that's about a 3 for me.
And that's about a 3 for me.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Okay, he said I can't sing.
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 That bothered me.
That bothered me.
It's about a 3.
It's about a 3.
He said I can't sing.
He said I can't sing.
Still bothers me.
Still bothers me.
Okay? So he looks up from his chair.
Yeah. Let's see. It's tiny. It's like a half.